Early in my career, I had the pleasure of working with this incredibly talented young lady who was born in the South Bronx and conquered the world with her sound. She is known as La India. Welcome to Places and Conversations, presented by AARP. How are you?
I'm fine, George. Welcome to my home. I'm excited to be here.
You live in Puerto Rico, but
I live in Puerto Rico.
And you're still
I
coming
was
back.
born in Puerto Rico, and then I was raised in the Bronx, and I went back home where I belong. But I still have that New Yorker side of me.
And you look
It'll
phenomenal.
always be that way.
You look phenomenal. So what do you do to maintain this beauty that possesses you? What do you do to stay in shape? What do you do to maintain yourself with such a busy schedule?
That's a lot on my plate right there. I just try to be me, try to keep it real. And, like now I'm working on losing more weight. And because I'm not like the type to be like hitting the gym every day. I can't live like that. I like to have that naturalness. And when I'm like gaining that weight, I know that I have to start a regimen. We have to start cutting back on things. And of course, me finding out last year that I'm sort of like type B diabetes, I have to fight for my life.
That's
I
interesting.
have to make sure that arthritis doesn't affect me. I have to fight so that the thyroid situation doesn't attack me. So I'm like, I'm constantly always monitoring whatever I eat. And now I have this thing that like a chip that I have on my right here on my arm.
Right.
And it has a meter. And so what I do is I monitor a lot of my sugar levels.
Well,
and I'm always watching everything I eat.
And that's a lot because when you're performing, you're traveling all around the world. Is it hard to maintain and manage the diabetes with your busy schedule?
Let me tell you something. I thought that it was until like maybe about 2 months ago. I was on a bus ride. And I think I waited too long to eat. And by the time I performed, I started feeling strange. And at that point, I went to the musical director. Then I said, listen, just keep the band rolling. I'm just going to have some water and I'll be back. But I fainted.
You're kidding me.
I fainted. My blood sugar went down. So that's when I started realizing, whoa, this is not a game.
It's been many years. You've had a wonderful career. And it spans over 25 years because you started very young. 31 years. Mm-hmm. If you can go back in time and talk to yourself for 2 minutes, if you, India right now, could go back and talk to a young India, what would you tell yourself? What advice would you give yourself?
I think that if I were to do this again, I think I would have dealt with things differently in terms of my personal life, my family. And also I would have looked at myself in the mirror and say, gee, girl, you're really good at this. Do this. You can do this. I didn't know how good I was. I always had to hear from somebody else. India, I love the way that you sing. And I never really got a chance to appreciate, my talent because I didn't know.
What's one thing about your work ethic that you like?
The fact that I walk on fire. I'm a woman with a lot of fire inside of me. I'm passionate about my work, and I'm passionate in every way. Okay. In the kitchen, outside of the kitchen, with my friends, with my family, and just everything. But I'm a very passionate person. And I think that's what's giving me the inspiration to not give up on myself. Because I believe in myself. I'm my number one fan. And that's how you make it, when you believe in yourself. When somebody tells you, you can't do this, you can do it. Or maybe somebody is as talented as you, but they don't have that fire, that initiative to believe in themselves. Everybody has insecurities, but it's how you work through them so that you could, reassure yourself, I got this.
What's next for La India?
I just want to continue to, right now I'm working on bettering my band. This year I want to come back with, musical director behind me, Bobby Allende is going to be working closely with me. I love Mark Quiñones and the boys from New York. And we're going to make this happen because I need fire around me. You could be an amazing, MD, musical director, but if you haven't got the fire behind India, it's either if you can't take the kitchen, you got to get out. You're going to get burned. Right. And I think this year going into the studio and working on a tango album, working on a romantic ballad album, as well as going back and then doing like a salsa album. There's a lot of things, and then I want to do dance again. So I'm like, I'm going to keep it versatile, you know, and just keep, you know, experimenting with music.
India, thank you so much for opening the doors of your home.
That's it. Look, now who's going to go?
No. Anything else you want to share?
You're going to eat some rice and beans and you ain't going to invite me?
Thank you for opening the doors of your home. We're so grateful. We're so grateful, and we wish you nothing but success. And I personally thank you for so many wonderful years of friendship.
Thank you. Well, you know I got love for you. You're my brother.
Yeah, 100%.
God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you for watching Places and Conversations, presented by AARP. I'm George Nenadich. See you next time.